What am I doing here? What is this? We will answer all of these questions very shortly. And just in case we don't get to your question, we will have a chance to answer those questions in a question and answer at the very end. So before talking about the event, before talking about what is Oneness, why are we here, let's talk about the organization that is bringing this event to life. The Let's Share a Meal team. Let's Share a Meal, if you do not know, is a nonprofit organization that the past 15 years has been providing more meals to the needy through homeless shelters, churches, the streets, and various other outlets throughout the world. We serve more than 100,000 people each year, and last year, Let's Share a Meal was fortunate to do a food drive in every single state in the United States. So let's watch a short video to give you a glimpse of what Let's Share a Meal is and who we are. What we do. So let me invite on stage the Let's Share a Meal team, Mr. Onkar Singh, and the team, please join me on stage. Wonderful. And here we are trying to share what you have, not only literally but also spiritually. We are trying to share our spiritual value of oneness and equality at our event on November 9th at New Jersey's Performing Arts Center in New York. 5 years ago, we conducted this at NJPAC with hundreds of people in the audience. We are again here to celebrate Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 555th birth anniversary. We are fortunate to be alive during this time, and we are able, in this country, to spread this kindness, spread this humanity, and other wonderful values with our neighbors. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, and most importantly, dedication to bring to life Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings in a creative format with this level of modern technology that we have in today's world. So what do I mean about dedication? Let's watch a video to see last year's dedication behind the Oneness event at NJPAC.
No one is my enemy. Everyone is my friend. I do not see you as a separate human being. I see the divine within you, just as it is within me. I see oneness in everything. As we prepare to celebrate the 555th Prakash Parab of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, let's take a step back to remember the incredible journey of his 550th birthday. immense. Volunteers from all walks of life dedicated their time and efforts to make this event unforgettable. From planning landmarks to organizing kirtan, every detail was thought through with love and devotion. When the day arrived, the entire community came together in a powerful display of faith. The energy, the devotion, and the spirit of Guru Nanak's teachings were felt by everyone present. The prayers, the kirtan, and the joy. It was truly magical. That day was not just a celebration. It was a reminder of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's eternal message of love, unity, and service to humanity. The event touched countless lives, creating ripples of positivity that extended far beyond. A glimpse behind the scenes reveals the dedication of countless volunteers who truly brought this celebration to life. Their tireless efforts, whether managing logistics, setting up venues, or serving the community, were a testament to the selfless service Guru Nanak Dev Ji advocated. Their unwavering commitment and united people, working in harmony to ensure every moment was filled with joy and devotion. As we look forward to this year's celebration, the Oneness team is once again hard at work, coming together with the same spirit to make the 555th Prakash Purnami even more spectacular.
A lot of dedication, a lot of manpower behind the scenes was required 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, we did reach a new height. So what will we see at this event this year? Some similar artists, some new faces will come together to showcase the concept of oneness in their own way, through music, through singing, through acting, through painting, through marching, through calligraphy, and there's a multitude of other ways as well. Seeing Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings 5 years ago at NJ Pak's auditorium, outside the conventional Gurdwara, the conventional temples, churches, it was very inspiring. So now, just to walk through some of the performances from last year, let's take a look at one more video from just highlighting some performances from last year.
Welcome to Oneness, an initiative celebrating unity, inclusivity, and compassion. Through our events, we bring together communities from different backgrounds, faiths, and cultures to honor what connects us as humans, the power of love, service, and harmony. Oneness is inspired by the teachings of Guru Nanak, who preached the timeless message of unity, equality, and selfless service. His belief in the power of oneness, that all humanity is connected regardless of race, religion, or creed, speaks to the deepest values of love, kindness, and mutual respect. In a world often divided by differences, oneness serves as a reminder that we are stronger together. At its core, oneness is about recognizing the divine light that exists within each of us. It's about fostering compassion, breaking down barriers, and finding common ground in our shared humanity. Guru Nanak's message of Onkar, that there is one universal creator, teaches us that unity is not just an ideal, but a path forward for a more harmonious world.
We have Guru Nanak Dev on our side.
His teachings have given us strength.
Clubs and hobbies, political clubs, associations, and when the reason for rest,
that the moral and spiritual character of your faith is so much bigger than throwing another group, that you guys have defined yourself by inclusive principles instead of exclusive principles. And I think that's really amazing and beautiful, and it's why I'm so honored to be with you guys here tonight.
Touch through our service all contribute to this enduring impact. From volunteers offering their time to performers sharing their talents, each person plays a vital role in spreading the message of oneness. These moments of generosity, kindness, and unity create bonds that last well beyond the event itself. G's 555th birthday. This will be a moment to reflect on the values of unity and compassion that he so powerfully taught. Join us as we celebrate diversity, build community, and spread the message of one world, one humanity. Your presence will make a difference and help us amplify this movement of global unity and service.
So, those of you who were not here with us 5 years ago, I hope this gave you a better understanding of what you can expect this year on November 9th at NJPAC. So this year, you can expect the same concepts in more creative ways. You can expect some new artists, some returning artists that are on that wall here, plus more, who are actually working at this very moment to put together a performance in their own style, showcasing their understanding of oneness, but in their own style. So I don't want to give too much away so that about what we have in store for this year, so you will actually have something to look forward to when you come to the event. So let's take a look at some of the artists who will be performing at November 9, and they have something to say to everyone here.
जे मैं देखा अपने पल्ले तो कुछ नहीं मेरे पल्ले, जे मैं देखा रहमत होगी तब मेरे साहिब भी पल्ले पल्ले। श्री गुरु नानक पातशाह जी के सिद्धांतां दे उत्ते उन्हां दी सिੱਖਿਆਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੋ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਨਨੈਸ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ 9 ਨਵੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਹੋਸਟ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ। ਮਾਲਕ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ, ਸੇਵਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ। और मुझे लगता है कि अपने बच्चों आज की नौजवान पीढ़ी को ये दसना कि साडे पातशाह ने सानू किहो जे अनमूल्य सिद्धांतां दे नाल उस रस्ते ते दस्सिया है गुरबंदगी जिससे तुर के इंसान ते इंसानियत प्रफुल्लित होंदी है। मिलते हैं जी 9 नवंबर को न्यू जर्सी दे विच। श्री वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, श्री वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
Painting artist based in India, the Oneness event commemorates the enduring influence of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings that emphasizes unity, love and service. This event aims to honor Guru Nanak Dev Ji's vision of oneness, and I think I'm truly blessed to be there to create a very special live artwork for all of you on this very subject. It will be a beautiful jugalbandi of music and paint. So do not miss this. I look forward to see you all on the November 9, 2024 at New Jersey Performing Arts Center. Thank you.
Trustee and Onkar join us in celebrating the eternal message of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji at Oneness, an event dedicated to his divine teachings of love, compassion, and service and equality. I am extremely humbled and honored to be a part of the event. And this is happening in the New Jersey Performing Arts Center on the 9th of November. Hope to see all of you there. Thank you.
Trustee, this is Trustee and I'm so looking forward to performing at this divine event, Oneness, a light of humanity. This is happening on the 9th of November 2024 at the prestigious Prudential Hall in New Jersey Performing Arts Center. This event marks the celebration of the 555th birth year of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. This is not just an event, but a movement to honor the teachings and values of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. I really look forward to seeing you all at this divine event. Sat Shri Akal.
So our artists are excited, we are excited, and last but not least, I know you guys are all excited for our panel that's about to come up here right now, and what you guys have all been waiting for. I would like to ask the team to come up. Mr. Onkar Singh, Mr. Jasvinder Singh. So as they're getting on stage, I think we also have another, just giving you guys some more information about Oneness. We are live on Ticketmaster. So this year you are able to get your tickets off of Ticketmaster, and there are various ways in which you can donate. All proceeds from Ticketmaster will be going towards Let's Share Meal. It will be directly going, all donations on Ticketmaster will be going straight to feeding the homeless, feeding the needy, so being here, guys. So we do have some questions. I know they have questions, so I'm going to ask, we get to ask their questions first, and then we can open it up to everyone sitting on the side, and we will come up to you with a mic if need be. All right, sounds good. Thank you very much. I know you guys are tired of hearing from me, so I'm going to stop at top of the stage now. We have our first question over here, sorry.
Onkar ji, what inspired you to do this event? There has to be some reason. I know, of course, we all know Guru Nanak Dev's birthday is coming up on 555th, and we celebrate Guru Nanak every year after year. But there is a unique theme to what we're trying to do. Very different, very unique. Just elaborate it for our comfort.
Thank you so much for the question. I know this question was directed to Onkar Ji, but he nudged me to answer. I think what Oneness is trying to do is that they're trying to take Sikhi outside of the Gurdwara. I think we as Sikhs are doing a great job in inculcating these values inside the Gurdwara, but especially for the younger generation, it's important to highlight these values in our normal life. So when I first spoke to Onkar Ji, I said, what's your vision? Same question you asked. What's your vision about this event? Where do you want to see it? What do you want to do? Right? He said, कि Jasmine असली event को younger generation तक लेके आना, so that they feel proud of who we are as Sikhs, and they can feel empowered. Visibility, knowing your culture, knowing your religion is one thing, but being proud of it is another thing. And I think that was one of the biggest visions. Is to introduce the religion and introduce the core concepts of Sikhi to people outside of Gurdwara.
Who are not from the Sikh community.
Oneness is a pretty unique concept where, as I said, right, not only we are changing the way we are presenting Guru Nanak Dev Ji's lives, his teachings about Sikhism, which is targeted to the younger world, to a younger generation, and it has been structured in such a way that it appeals to everybody. Oneness and the concept of universal brotherhood, unity, equality between, like what he talked about 500 years ago, is something which is very, very underlying, like feature for each and every faith on this earth. So I don't think so there's any problems in relating to this concept. And that's why when we created this program, we try to keep it in such a way that it appeals to everybody. The mode is in English so that everybody can understand it. And overall, as I said, Guru Nanak Dev's teaching, which were relevant 500 years ago, at that point of time he was able to challenge the norms of society, break the shackles in which people were chained. And actually was able to bring everybody in the same field. So I think there is a big need now, and those concepts are very much relevant in this society where it is much more conflicted. Neighbors don't want to see each other. There are people who are fighting with each other. There are wars going on between countries, and I think this is very right time to propagate what is something which appeals to everybody universally. And hopefully Oneness can actually do that job and get those messages out, and probably we can take a contribution to better future for our next generation.
I want to answer this one concept. मानस की जात सबे एक पहचान. When God created the world, they don't create religions, color, countries. They create only human beings. That's why this stuff, whatever our religious teach us, that's for the whole world. Is not for any religious at all. This is for whatever the God teach us. मानस की जात सबे एक पहचान हो. There is no religious to be served to anything. This is for everybody. Thank you.
I am Professor Indrajit Chandra. I am editor of the Indian Panorama, and I have been serving the community for the last 20 years. Congratulations to all those who are involved in organizing this wonderful organization, Oneness. And it rightly says, light for humanity. And that light is Guru Nanak. You are planning to celebrate Guru Nanak Ji, which normally we the Sikhs always do in our Gurudwaras. And I would preface my question with congratulating you to have freed Guru Nanak from Gurudwaras. It's the need of the time to take Guru Nanak and his message out of the Gurudwaras to the people, because Guru Nanak wanted his teachings to be circulated among the world. He didn't want them to be given to just one set of people or one people in one geographical area. So congratulations for that. And that brings me to the question. Let's look around. How many young people do we see here? And ask yourself, my friends, when you go to the Gurudwaras every Sunday or on special occasions, how many young people do you see in the Gurudwaras? My question to you. And I believe you very sincerely and honestly answer and apply your mind to the very, very important issue. How do you get these young people? How very important it is to involve the young people who are going to take on the task of what you are doing today, say 20 years from now, or 30 years from now, 50 years. That is my one question. And there is another one question, keep laughing. So there is another question which I'll ask you later on. But for now, this is the question. And I'm very passionately involved in this kind of an exercise. Thank you so much.
I'd like to answer this question as a mother of two Sikh boys. I'm raising two Sikh boys in the US, and I've asked myself that question, like how am I going to be able to give the core values of Sikhism to my children? It's going to be harder and harder. They don't speak the same language. Maybe they'll learn Punjabi, maybe they won't. But it's a challenge that we face living outside of India. One thing which I found really helpful, and Let's Share a Meal has helped me execute that vision. When we first got introduced to Let's Share a Meal is through their food drive, which is conducted annually, and sometimes we do it twice a year. There's also the monthly food drive that is conducted, where food is prepared at the Gurdwara kitchen and distributed. So that was my way to give my kids an action to do. When I tell them something, kids learn better when we show them what our values are versus what we preach. We can tell them that Sikh stand for service, Sikh stand for equality, Sikh stand for social justice. But if we give them something to do and through which they can understand the value of Sikhism and the core principles like go to the Gurdwara, make langar, go distribute it to the homeless shelter, that for me was my way as a mother of two children to teach them the value of Sikhism.
My name is Karan Tawatia, and first of all, I want to thank you, all the panelists, Onkar Singh ji, who have message here. That was one of the best messages that we received here. That's exactly what needs to be done. Dr. Saluja also suggested something. I have a few to send to share with you guys. And not you, for all of us. Because oneness is fine, and when you talk about Dr. Saluja saying taking outside the Gurdwara, how do we take it? We have to create awareness, small cells in the localities, schools, colleges, and everywhere where this message can be sent. This message is universal and right across any religious lines, I would say, like Onkar Singh has said. And one of the ways would be to create smaller scholarships, $500, $1,000 scholarship in school, high school, county colleges, and give the topic of oneness to people to write. let the people research and let the best person get the scholarship. That's how we can create awareness among the younger people. Also, I want to ask everybody who is here. These people are giving their valuable time. We are here on a Thursday evening, few hours, only to attend this press conference. Maybe we all will be there at NJ back, hopefully. I just want to ask question to yourself. Can you give 1 hour a month to spread the message on your own without somebody telling you to do that? And if we all do that, that is how we are going to get out of the Gurdwara religious night and every day. Otherwise, all that time we can keep doing it, we can keep doing press conferences, but we all have to be involved. It's not one man show. It's everybody. If we are a community, if we believe in it, we must do it all. Thank you.
I'd like to comment on that. What you said. One very important word is in the religion is evolve. A lot of times within a Sikh culture also, when you're sitting and you're talking to each other, a lot of times we say, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teachings are very practical. Because we are the newest religion in the world, and we are 500 years old, and those are so relevant to the society, right? And he challenged norms, bring the practicality into the whole living styles, and as we talked about equality and everything. I think it's very, very important as a faith, as humanity that we evolve. If we evolve, and this is, let's share with you oneness. It's just one small step towards that evolving world we were talking about, right? So we need to ensure that we need to make it relevant for the next generation. And oneness gives that platform to talk about our core values, but in a different mode, which relates to the younger generation. Maybe he can pick up something when he gets out of the show and thinks about it to do research. We can't tell him everything about Guru Nanak Dev Ji or what Gurus have been encapsulated in 3 hours time. But this gives you a little small window to pick and small stories with small learnings from Guru Nanak Dev Ji, which is about universal brotherhood and equality. And maybe they can go back and do some kind of research. Maybe they start reading the book, they can start reading Guru Nanak Dev Ji usually. And of course, there is a training trove over there which can be explored. And who knows what our future generation can do and involve and help evolving this faith and this dialogue further. Thank you.
सत श्री अकाल जी, मैं सीमा हूँ। आपको प्रॉब्लम ना हो तो मैं नहीं रखूँ सब जगह जाती, पर एक बात का मैं सिखिज्म को सल्यूट दूंगी कि जितने गुरुद्वारे में बच्चे और यंग लोग देखते हैं वो शायद उनके मंदिर में नहीं देखते। तो ये एक सिखिज्म की टीच है, एक जो हम अपने आप में जो फॉलो करते हैं और हमारे बच्चे एक्चुअली तो कुछ भी हो, हम चाहे कहीं भी पढ़ रहे हैं पर एग्जाम्पल से फॉलो करते हैं। जिस तरह से हम जिएंगे आगे चल के हमारे बच्चे भी वैसे ही बनने वाले, और वो देखा बहुत लोगों ने देखा भी होगा। और यहाँ पर भी काफी बच्चे हैं, गुरुद्वारे में जाते हैं, किचन में हो चाहे बाहर हो, बहुत बच्चे नजर आते हैं। और ये वो माँ बाप सल्यूट है, शुक्र है। और ये शायद एक सिक्खी है जो हमारे बच्चों को शायद खून में जाती है, बट यू नो वो बात है। बट मैं जो जिस तरह से सिखिज्म इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग कल्चर, हमारी बिलीव्स, सबके जो बिलीव्स हैं वो एक ह्यूमैनिटी की बिलीफ है, एक वननेस की बिलीफ है। बट किस तरह से जो तकलीफें सहते हैं यहाँ पर या फॉरेन कंट्रीज में, तो ये इसलिए नहीं है कि मुझे लगता है जब कोई किसी पे इल्जाम डालता है, जब कोई किसी पे पत्थर फेंकता है, वो उसकी खुद की इनसिक्योरिटी है, तभी वो दूसरे को हर्ट कर रहा है। और ये इनसिक्योरिटी लोगों को पता है कि सिख शुरू से ही बहुत ब्रेव रहे हैं, बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग रहे हैं, तो शायद उनको डर लगता है कि क्या हो रहा है, हमारा अटॉर्नी जनरल सिख बन गया, कनाडा का प्राइम मिनिस्टर सिख बन गया, तो शायद वो एक इनसिक्योरिटी की फीलिंग है। बट वो इनसिक्योरिटी की फीलिंग जाएगी कैसे जब तक उन्हें हमारे बारे में पता नहीं चलेगा। और इसीलिए ऐसे मौकों पे अब इनको 5 साल हो गए, 550 का जन्मदिन किया था आपने, जे पैक में किया था। वहाँ पर भी अगर आप वीडियोस देखेंगे मोस्टली सिख लोग हैं और हमारे कल्चर के लोग हैं। बट दिस इज माई आइडिया और रिक्वेस्ट, इसे थोड़ा लोकल लोगों को इनवाइट करें, उनको चाहे फ्री इनवाइट करें, पर आए और वो देखें कि ये है क्या। ये हम लोग किसी को मारने या तोड़ने के लिए नहीं आए, हम लोग जोड़ने के लिए आए। तो ये एक मैसेज है जो शायद आगे चल के सबके लिए बेटर है। Sat Shri Akal. This is Damotri. My question is, it's a great way to connect people and having that.
Vaiguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaiguru Ji ki Fateh. I think you asked a very, very relevant question. I'll just tell you a couple of things. Number one, this is a very, I would say, very different kind of event. And it takes lots and lots of effort in terms of time, resources to conduct an event like this. Now, we also thought about can we do or shall we do this event every year? But just to tell you the truth, this is a very community-driven organization. We don't have any full-time employees and this and that. So, and we have very limited budget. So we try to do as best as we can. And you see the room full of people. And most of them, they are volunteering in this organization. You can see, all the team probably be spending, hours and hours every week towards this. Not to discourage you, but an event like this, it takes a lot of efforts, and I think we are not there yet. But we have another, event which we introduced earlier next year, which we are doing on ongoing basis, right? That's one thing, and that's an event where you don't necessarily need to be associated with that event. You can just take that example and do or conduct that kind of a program in your local community. You don't need any gurudwara, any lecture meeting organization, to be honest. If you want to help and take that message across and serve to the homeless people, by all means you can do that. We are just trying to be some sort of enablers to do that. That what we do inside the Gurudwara, that can be done outside the Gurudwara boundaries, be it Langar, be it Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Gurpurab or any such event.
Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. I'm Gubi. This question is from the table. Two-part question. First, I think सारे तो दुनिया में we have to get the young generation involved. Making effort. So first question is, what are you doing to get them involved? And then the second part is, what should the parents hear or anyone who's gonna hear this later on, what should they do to bring the youngs aware of the Oneness?
Thanks, Sumit. Great question. As always, look, I think this question was asked in a different format earlier as well, and I think so many answers come to mind. Benji kind of addressed the way she thinks about her children and how she thinks about connecting them, and I think there's no one right answer with respect to how we can connect our children. I think we have to try. I think we have to try many things. There's not one thing may work for one child that may not work for another child. And I think as people have mentioned before, obviously there are programs in the Gurdwara Sabs. That's one forum, right? Bringing your children to the Gurdwara Sab. It starts with us, I think, before we extend it to the child. The child needs to see us as a role model, as an example, before they're going to follow us, right? So going to the Gurdwara Sab, sitting, not just bowing to the Guru Granth Sahib Ji in a physical manner, but trying to actually read the scriptures, imbibe the scriptures. I think all of that starts at home, in my opinion. Now, how is this event then relevant, one may ask, right? I mean, there are beautiful Khalsa schools in this area, like almost all Gurdwara Sahibs have very good programs, amazing programs, start at very young age all the way to youth levels. There are many different organizations that run kirtan competitions, speech competitions, religious activities. There's just so much. I think that the community generally has progressed with respect to how to connect. But that said, I think as with anything in life, we can do more. And I think this is one of the ways that we are trying to do more. And so the question is then, what is it that you're doing that's different from what's being done in the Gurdwara Sahib? And I think that in the Gurdwara Sahib, you have the children coming in either listening to Kirtan or Katha, right? Those are the two formats. And I think what we are trying to do here is, as I think you may have heard it before, is can we make this a little bit more experiential, right? Can we make this a little bit more immersive for the child? Can we use different senses, visual, auditory, whatever senses it is? Can we use different formats, different modes? The conversation is still about Guru Nanak Dev Ji, right? It's a treasure out there. Like, I mean, we could spend our entire lives and not cover a percentage of his life and his teachings, right? It's amazing. Like, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is written close to 1,000 shabads in 19 rags. Like, imagine just reading one shabad a day and like it's like 3-4 years before you come back to the first one again. We could literally spend our lifetime. So I think it's a treasure out there. This is, I would say, a very small effort. It's an amazing effort by the organizers over here and by the Let's Share Radio community who are trying to figure out that what could be ways. I think we are experimenting too. I wouldn't say anything that we are doing over here is perfect by any means. I think we may be learning in our experiences as well. And so I think, look, it's an attempt as to how can we try and throw various hooks out there and we don't know which child may get attached to which hook. Jada Guru Sahib Vani ji कहते हैं कई बाण छड़ते हैं गुरु साहब केड़ा बाण किदे करदे हम जानते हैं गुरु साहब जानते हैं नहीं जानते हैं तो ਅਸੀਂ अपने ਵੱਲੋਂ कोशिश कर सकते हैं कर रहे हैं ਤੇ amazing organizations but like I said and again this is just one humble attempt at trying to achieve that same greatness of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and bring that to the world.
I just want to answer also in this one little bit, not only one sentence. Every year, November, all the Sangam knows we do the Let's Share meal. And we're making in November month more than 10,000 meals in that day. And that day, if you want to know, all the volunteers, from 300 to 500 volunteers come to do the seva. All is youngsters. That's our achievement for Let's Share meal. So every kids love to come there and they come here and they tell their parents we want to do Let's Share meal. That's how you can start somewhere and they can follow it. Thank you.
My name is Singh and I am here representing Trustee. I believe that one way to involve youth is action and another is reward, especially when we're talking about college-aged youth and high school-aged youth. My question would be how is one able to volunteer for this event? How can we sign up for it? And how can we, not even just youth, but just any individual in general, how can we contribute physically and be a part of this program? And another thing on that, since we are touching the reward aspect, would students be able to use this program on their resumes and on their applications?
Very good question. And talked about that we just a humble effort. We are trying to create something which is different and trying to basically, as you said, make various hopes, as Bali said, various hopes we don't know which one will work. But it starts with everybody, all audiences, everybody over here, all the security, at least relates to what Nanak Dev Ji says, right? That's why we are six, that's why we are sitting over here talking about oneness, about his teachings, right? So I think it starts from there. So minimum you can do basically is to try to see, go to the website. There is our presence, our website is oneness.com. We are on Facebook, we have produced on Instagram. You can see that there are a lot of things which have been posted about the event. We would humbly request everybody and to go there, follow it, share, like, subscribe, spread the message. That's one thing which you can do. Secondly, there is another aspect, right? You go into society, right? You have neighbors, you talk to your neighbors, you have peers, you have friends, you have extended family members, right? You may not know about this particular program. So I think that is one thing which we can do at our end to basically reach out to them, get them involved, tell them about the program that we bring them there, and hopefully they can also enjoy something which is extravagant, which is going to be really interesting. As far as being physically able to help us, of course, we definitely need a lot of help. You can always reach out to our team over here. We're all around. You can give your names. I will be happy including you in any kind of preparations and efforts which is going to go into this event. Believe me, because of a lot of things, and as I said, we are just working professionals. We are not the ones who produce things. We are not artistic in nature. There's only one common thing, and that is oneness and how to spread the word of Guru Nanak. And that is driving us. And I'm pretty sure people who are going to sign in, they're going to be as dedicated and want to make a difference and make this program even more interesting and outreaching. Thank you.
We chose New Jersey was because it's a very dynamic community, it's a very diverse community. It's where most of us live, so it's easier for us to spread the message. And in Quebec, there's one aspect of it that you want to be seen in a certain way. And another is like to be able to present in a way that is culturally immersive. I know the conversation amongst the group was to pick a platform where you can successfully showcase the culture, the place should be able to give us an opportunity to convey the message that we're trying to do that. And I think this was one of the locations, and going back to the first thing I said, it is a very dynamic community, it's a very diverse community. We can start with our neighbors. We thought let's start with the place which is close to heart, start from here, and then go from.
Hi, Rosie Singh. I have a couple of thoughts. I actually wanted to ask a question that I haven't really asked, and I was actually going to reiterate it. What you're doing is fantastic. I think it is really such a great contribution to the community. You take the opportunity for us and try to spread it to the community. How do you make that sustainable, across time, across, for example, locations? How do you these events are also every time we do this. How do we do it? How do we do it? And the reason why I want to say this is, I am a mother of a 4-year-old Sikh. My son, who is now 20 years, was born in the Gurdwara was the one that touched him. And it's where he learned Abba and Sikhi and history.
When two countries are fighting, what will you do? How can you help that community? When you teach kids things like that, and I'm going to say that I'm no expert, I'm learning this just the way you are. How can they take these teachings into their daily life? If I'm going to work every morning, if I'm showing up to work every morning, and I go there, I greet everybody, I share my food, I share my values with them. That I think can make kids proud of themselves and then take those Sikh principles outside of the Gurdwara into the real world.
So let me piggyback on that answer. I think it's a wonderful question. I think Sikhi is not just an external journey, but it's an internal journey, and it's a very personal journey. Each one of us has to take it, an individual. And I think the core of all this, everything that we are doing, with all this, at the end of the day, the core is Guru Nanak is now right? Everything else surrounds it, but the core that I think we go back to as we think about what are we trying to bring here is Naam, is Gurbani. And I think that may be a place where there is a certain sense of disassociation, because either we don't even get to the point of reading Gurbani, or if we do get to the point of reading Gurbani, we don't get to the point of understanding Gurbani. Or if we get to the point of understanding Gurbani, we don't get to the point of implementing and imbibing Gurbani, which is why it's such a difficult journey, and Guru Sahib actually mentions it, right? And he also mentions that that is the medicine. Often Harpa Naam hai jo roz na rahe, right? And it's a very difficult journey. It's what you highlight is that I don't think there is an easy answer to it. I think it's a very difficult answer, and it takes maybe a lifetime, maybe more than a lifetime, many lifetimes to get to that point where the Guru and the Sikh become one. And so I think that at the end of the day, the senses, the visuals, the auditory experiences, the immersive experiences, like I said, may just be hooks, but that's not the be-all and the end-all. That's not the end goal. That's just a way to reel the children in. Get them connected to Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Gurbani, Guru Sahib, and then I think then pray to Guru Sahib that he udhar aap haath padna, right? Apne word aap na, right? So I think that what you ask is it's a wonderful question. I think the answer is not just in this thing, because I think that at the end of the day, it's every minute is swas, right? Swas.
परम सत्कारियों oneness this सारी टीम
since the last event that has happened in 2019 to what is going to happen now, and I'm eager to go and get my tickets. Where can I get my tickets?
Okay, so back to oneness. First of all, जितना सी पहले भी बोला पंजाबी भी थोड़ा मिक्स करके बोला कि the way we envisaged this event 5 years back, that was how we can present Guru Nanak Dev Ji's teaching in a format which is more recipient to the younger crowd, number one. Number two, it doesn't matter which religion, caste you belong to. It should be relevant to you, and you should be able to understand the message. And that's why we were trying to be very, very creative last time also. We used music, art, and all those kind of things. So coming back from 2019 versus 2024, it is the concept remains same, right? Now we are trying to use more technology. We are inviting more artists. Some artists, they are beat artists, but they are going to have a different performance. So in all, we want to have a very, very immersive experience, so that it's music is the language, English is the mode how which we are trying to communicate, so that it is understood by everybody. So it doesn't matter whether you understand Punjabi or not, you should still come, and I can guarantee you will have a lot of takeaways from this event. Now coming back to your question about the tickets, we are happy to announce that the tickets are available right now on Ticketmaster. They are open, so if you go to Ticketmaster, search Oneness, you will be able to find the tickets where you can purchase. One important thing I would like to underline, which I think Haleen also mentioned, that this is a non-profit organization. So whatever money we collect through the ticket sale, it all goes towards the Let's Share meal, where we are going another big event where we are going to serve thousands of meals in the month of December. The date is yet to finalize, but all the proceeds are going towards their cause. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have one. Okay, I have one last question right here.
Thank you. सारे लोग जस्ट पंजाबी को दीपक के नाम दिया मेरे सिस्टरी का सबसे पहला
और खास तौर पर विशेष तौर पर साढ़े ऑनर सीओ कैमर संधू जी अज इतने आए हुए हैं उन्होंने वालों सिर्फ एक मैसेज है क्योंकि मैं कैमरे से बोल के बोलना था कैमरे के पीछे कि दिस रियली एप्रीशिएट कि लेट्स शेयर भी मेरा घर जो तो शुरू होया काफी दिलचस्प पंजाबी उठे हाजिर होता है और दिखाने में सिंधी नहीं पता सारी टीम को पता सब बताइए पाता है कांग्रेचुलेशन फॉर ऑल दैट वर्क कंट्रीब्यूशन ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਅਗਰ ਹਾਊ ਕੈਨ ਐਨ ਇੰਡੀਵਿਜੂਅਲ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਇਸ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਲਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਔਰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਦੈਟਸ ਮਾਈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਫਰਮ ਦ ਟੀਵੀ ਐਂਡ ਫਰਮ ਆਲ ਅਸ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ
again ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सारे टीवी चैनलों का जेड़े अज अपना टाइम कट के इतने पहुंचे हैं थैंक यू सो मच तो जेड़े नाल जुड़न वाली गल है तो यदा सानू सारे कि जो हरेक धर्म आता हरेक धर्म नाल बनता एवरी रिलीजियस टीचिंग ओनली गुड कम्युनिटी तो इसे करके ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿਖਾਇਆ ਕਿਰਤ ਕਰੋ ਨਾਮ ਜਪੋ ਵੰਡ ਛਕੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੰਡ ਛਕੋ ਦੇ ਮੌਕਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਭਲਾਈ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਕਰਨ ਤੇ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਹ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਇਹ ਨਾਲੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦਾ ਜਦ ਦੀ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੋਰ ਗੱਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਦਿਸ ਆਰ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਥਿੰਗਸ ਵਾਈ ਇਜ਼ ਵਨਨੈਸ ਵੇਅਰ ਦਿਸ ਵਨਨੈਸ ਕੇਮ ਫਰਮ ਦੈਟਸ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੇਵਕ ਜਥਾ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਬੇਦੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਹਰਪਾਲ ਭਾਜੀ ਸੰਗਾਰੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ 4-5 ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ कहते कि असं 550 मनहाटन से मनाना टाइम स्क्वायर पे they went over there they checked the stuff and then they make a meeting तो उस तो बाद इसे गल की मीटिंग साडे लेक्चर दी टीम ने की ते ये वननेस होया मैं कहूँगा कि ये बहुत जरा सब तो बड़ा योगदान रहा धन गुरु नानक सेवक जथा का रहा जिन्हें इन्हें सानू इस एडा बड़ा प्रोग्राम करने का राह दिखाया तो ये अज तक लेफ्ट शेयरिंग कौन नहीं कला कला बंदा हरेक थां तो जुड़िया होया जिन्ना भी इतने ग्रोसरी आ रही है पिछले कई सालों तो सरदार के प्रसंगी पे करते हैं उस तो बाद जिन्ना भी डोनट्स आउंदा सिकंद भाजी अमरीक सिंह सिकंद उन्होंने डंगर डोनट तो सारा आउंदा होर भी बहुत सारी शख्सियतां ने जिहड़ियां पिछों सारा रोज हेल्प करदियां इन्ने सारे वलंटियर ने इन्ने सारे माया आउंदी आ पता नहीं कित्थों आउंदी ते कित्थे जा रही है तां मैं सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तुहाडी हरेक बंदे दी कल्ले दी अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आ ते तुहाडी सारियां दी हैगी आ ये किसी कल्ले दी ते ना ही किसी दी कोई हैगा ये सारे आया तो ये सारे मिल के हैगा करके ते तां ही ये एडे काम उलीक लैंदी आ तां सारे इन्हें रिजड़ा लैंदी आ वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू
So again, I would like to thank you very, very, very much. And as I said, and as I did promise before, after this panel is done, I will open it up to everyone for any and all comments. I would like to start off somewhere in the back. I guess I would say Uncle Jeet, Uncle, please come on stage, Mr. Jeet Singh Bedi. Starting it off.
ऐसे वाले मिले जो कोई इवेंट चल रहा है विलेज इन्होंने ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਰਟੀਕਲ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਮੈਚ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਹੋਏ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੱਥਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੀ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੇਵਾ ਜੱਥਾ। ਅਸੀਂ 11 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਵਿਕਾਸ ਜੀ ਔਰ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਰਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਔਰ ਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ 5 ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋੜ ਸਕੀਏ, ਸਾਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕੀਏ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਹੈ। 550 ਸਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਨਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜੇ ਐਫਰਟਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਐਸੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਜਿਸ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਸਕੀਏ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਕਰੀਏ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੀ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋੜਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋੜਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਏ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਬੜੀ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਿਕਾਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਪੜਿਆ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਮਗਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲੀਡ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ 555 ਸਾਲ ਮਨਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ 2 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ। ਤੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਵੱਧ ਚੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਕਰਨ। ਪਾਸ ਬੜੇ ਬੜੇ ਐਫਰਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਲਕਸ਼ਯ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ ਟੀਮ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਬੜੀ ਯੰਗ ਟੀਮ, ਬੜੇ ਅੱਛੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਬੜਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਐਫਰਟ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਕਰਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਧੰਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੌਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ, ਐਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਐਸਾ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਅਸੀਂ 8 ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ करने लगे और भी अच्छे एजुकेशनल प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छे शुरू करिए कि आप सिक्खी की कितने सारी मैसेजेस दुनिया में दे सकते हैं। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी
की फतेह। बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम जो लिखा जा रहा है वननेस वालों गुरु नानक साहब पातशाह जी का आगमन दिहाड़ा जो 555 साल आ गया। इन पहला भी न्यू जर्सी के इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने 2019 में बनाया जिहदे न्यू जर्सी स्टेट के गवर्नर के होर भी रिप्रजेंटेटिव जिहड़े वो हाजिर हुए सन। तो मैं समझदा कि वह बहुत बड़ा एक एक्सपोजर होया सी। मैं उन्होंने नरवाड़ा साहब सीगा तो उन्होंने दिनों ही गवर्नर जिहड़े इत्थे विशेष तौर गुरुद्वारा भी आए उसे संबंध तो ये जो प्रोग्राम है जो इन्हों बड़ा एक्सपोजर होगा वो इतने की कम्यूनिटी भी जाएंगे जो सारे यंगेस्ट बच्चे ने। मैं समझदा कि वो काम सारे गुरुद्वारों कई बार नहीं होंगे जोड़े यहो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने किए हैं जोड़ा कि इन्हों का लेटस शेयर उम्मीद है। मैं बहुत देर तो देखता होना जिथे ये अपनी कम्यूनिटी ने शुरू किया जिथे अपनी कम्यूनिटी के गया उत्थे मैं समझदा कि बाहर की कम्यूनिटियां भी इन्होंने बहुत बड़ा माड़ा कटिया। मैं सारे सलाम विकास की सारी टीम को मुबारकबाद दिना और ये वादा करना कि जदों भी असी जिन्ने जोगे भी होए असी थोड़े नाल हमेशा थोड़े नाल खड़ांगे। तुहानू सारिआं अज वीरवार का वीक का दिन है। तुहानू सारिआं इस प्रोग्राम की मीडिया खास करके मुबारकबाद दिंदा होया फतेह अर्ज करना। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। Thank you.
Pictures and videos, please tag us at Oneness USA. We'll be very, very thankful. That is one way you can participate is by spreading the word. I just want to reiterate that. Of course, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Wajid Khasa Wajid today. My name is Guru Singh. I'm from the Central Jersey area. Together with Philippine, who's not here, but he's basically our connect with Mr. Onkar Singh. So, we have a group of friends in the Central Jersey area, and we have been in touch with Mr. Onkar Singh for about, let's say, 7-8 years now. And every year when he has this program in November, we make sure that we are the first to deliver. The first delivery is from our group. And I know it's an honor to be connected with him and all the other venture volunteers. And hopefully we'll continue that. Again, the 5-hour bike tour. There's so many different things we do together with this group. And I think you guys do a phenomenal job, so thank you for everything you do. And again, on behalf of the Deewan group, Deewan is a very shy guy. He's in the back end. He doesn't want to be in the limelight. Dippin Singh, Sandhu, Harry Jaswal, and we have folks from the Gill family, all here from Central Jersey. So thank you all for entertaining us. Thank you.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਖੜੇ ਆ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ we are here to work together towards a very successful way. Focus and attention. So can I ask everyone back there to please either come forward or sit down, be part of this? Okay, Sunny, please come here. Let's share a meal is a wonderful event. And oneness is a great initiative. There are so many negative forces in the world right now, so many pressure points where those forces are dividing people. And oneness is all about uniting people. And this So no, I truly believe that this type of initiative is what we need. If Guru Nanak was here today, he was going to preach this oneness message, and it was all about bringing everyone together. That is what the key is. If we do that, that is a way of life that is so inspirational that people will get connected to that. So we must unite, not divide, and oneness is one of those initiatives which will do that. But the question that we have today is, what are we going to do to contribute? So can we take a quick minute, and people were talking back there, can you please, if you want to talk, if you can take your talk outside of this room, please. But if you're here, find one person who's sitting right next to you and ask that person, what is the unique value contribution that you can make to prepare for this event, to contribute to the success of this event? Can you take 30 seconds to do that? So find one person close to you. If you're standing, you can still find one person. Let's take 30 seconds. Anyone is, I can see you not talking to anyone. What are you going to do? We can ask, right? Yeah, so ask yourself, because this type of event takes so much effort. And it's not one person, it's not the panel alone. This type of big initiative will take so much teamwork. Okay.
I want to comment on that.
Yes.
I would turn to the organizers, provide them some insight into how I can contribute, and let them tell us.
We truly appreciate you taking time to join us today. Thank you. Conversation earlier that how can we involve young generation, so Gen Zs, and there is only one major piece where Gen Zs they will get connected and contribute, is they want to know the why, they want to know the purpose. And I can think of a better purpose for your life fulfillment than contributing to bring people together as oneness, what Onkar is doing. So the purpose is so amazing, because Gen Zs are looking for why, the purpose, and if you can just think of oneness being your life purpose, this is a great way to contribute with your skills, with your time, talent, treasure, whatever you can contribute with. So for Gen Z, this is a great initiative for you to join, and this is how you can make a huge impact, a positive impact on this world, where there are so many forces that are dividing people. You can be part of this oneness movement to make an impact by bringing people together under oneness.
So thank you.
Before we do open up dinner, I just want to make one announcement that along with all of these artists that we do have visas in the United States, with Frederico and with the team, he is working on this, and he's actually already very excited, and he's already creating a new way to showcase his version of what oneness means to him. He's very excited to be there, and I hope you guys are too. One last person to announce Mr. Sarabjit Singh.
वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। पहले तो मैं सारे जो शेयर भी ओंकार को सारी टीम में सारे में बधाई देना कि तुझे इतना बढ़िया और ऐसे लेवल पे प्रोग्राम करने जा रहे हो जिसकी सानू बहुत लोड़ है। आप 2 घंटे तो मैं सारी गल्लां सुनदा पिया सीगा ते एक चीज़ बड़ी कॉमन है, आप सारे इतने आए हैं आप डिफरेंट लगते हो हमें डिफरेंट तरह की दस्तारा पाई किसी ने पाई किसी ने नहीं पाई, लेकिन दिल ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਗ੍ਰੇਟਨੈਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਦਿਲ ਬਾਹਰ ਕੱਢਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇੰਟੈਂਸ਼ਨਸ ਆਰ ਵੈਰੀ ਕਲੀਅਰ। ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਡੈਡੀਕੇਟਡ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਸਾਰੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢਾਂਗੇ। ਸੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਹੈ ਸਾਰੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਈ ਹੈ go out of way to support this kind of events। ਇਹ ਇਵੈਂਟਸ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇਨਪੁਟ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ, ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਐਫਰਟ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ, ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗਦਾ। ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਛੋਟਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਮੈਂ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ 40 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੈਰੀ ਲਿਟਲ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਮੈਂਟਰ ਮਿਲੇ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਕੂਲ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਆਣਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਚਲਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ। ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵਿਚ ਇਜ਼ ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ, ਬਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਪਾਸ ਕਰੋ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਦਾ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਾਡਰਨ ਵਰਲਡ ਨੇ ਅਪਣਾਇਆ ਅਗਰ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ, ਪਰ ਦੈਟਸ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਨ ਲਗਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਆਪਣਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਪਾਸ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਊਟ ਆਫ ਬਾਕਸ ਜਾਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ। ਜੇਕਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਚ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਆਊਟ ਆਫ ਬਾਕਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਐਫਰਟਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੇ ਪੈਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਐਫਰਟ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਬੱਚੇ ਵੀ ਸੇਮ ਐਫਰਟ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ, ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਦਾ ਮਾਧਿਅਮ ਇੱਕ ਬੜਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਮਾਧਿਅਮ ਹੈਗਾ, ਜੇਕਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਤਾਰੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਆਪਣਾ if we do it ourselves, our kids will follow। ਸੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਐਫਰਟ ਹੈਗਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਰਕਲ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ, ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਿਊਯਾਰਕ ਦੇ ਨਿਊ ਜਰਸੀ ਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ, ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਭਰਾ ਕਵਲ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਡਨ ਟੱਕਰ ਦੇ ਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ। ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਐਫਰਟ ਲੱਗਦਾ, ਬਹੁਤ ਪੈਸੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਲੇਬਰ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਆਪੇ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਕਰੀਏ। ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਸਿਖਾਈ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਦੇਖੀ ਹੈ, ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਕੰਟਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੇ। ਦੇਂਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਏ ਦੁਆ ਜੋ ਅੰਦਰ ਪਾਏਗਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਂਦਾ ਪਾਏ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਅੱਗੇ ਕੇ ਖਰਚ ਕਰਦੇ। ਸੋ वही गुरु नानक है ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨੀਚੇ ਉੱਚ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, वही गुरु नानक है ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ वही गुरु नानक है ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਾ ਰਿਹਾ। ਸੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰੋ। ਦਿਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਬੀ ਸਕਸੈਸਫੁਲ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਲੋਕ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜਸਟ ਇਮੈਜਿਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਫਟਰ ਬੰਦਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਇਨ ਬੀਕਾਨੇਰ ਜੰਗਲ, ਬੀਕਾਨੇਰ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੰਗਲ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਮਾਡਰਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗੇ, ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ। आज अपने लिए जो अमेरिका है बीकानेर जंगल है विद मॉडर्न फैसिलिटीज, ईच एंड एवरी कंट्रीज हैव निशान साहब बड़े गुरुद्वारे खोल गए हैं, गुरु ग्रंथ साहब इधर प्रकाश हो चुका है, but message is we all have to get out of our box and get out to the people and let them know about the Sikh Guru Nanak message। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।